Line up, you fucking maggots. I am Lord General Sovereign, and you sons of bitches have become my new meatbags. Right, at least there's 2 fucking people who know how to salute. 3. Where the fuck is your salute, Snowflake? Where the hell are you sitting down on the job? What is your malfunction? What is your malfunction?
I don't know. I don't know. Take your right arm up.
What is your malfunction? Don't you point a fucking gun at me. I will take my foot and shove it up your ass until you choke on it.
It's not doing it. Fucked up, man.
Do I have to fuck you up? I will teach you how to get unfucked. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh.
Knock some fucking sense into you.
Oh, man. I'm pissing my pants, man. This commander is a hard one.
Who the fuck said that?
Oh, dude, I'm starting to think
I thought so.
God, we signed up so well.
Do you have a malfunction with your right arm?
Yeah, it's paralyzed.
Well then, someone needs to get some fucking morphine.
Yeah, please.
There. Blunt force fucking trauma. Pop that bone right back into place.
Oh, thank you.
The hell are you doing? Salute, goddammit. And make a straight fucking line. Do you have to go back to kindergarten? Is your arm still fucking broken? Can you salute?
The gun might be too heavy.
Then drop it before I drop you. It's fucking salute, sir.
Oh shit.
My god, do I have to put you into a fucking mental ward? You have lost all control for your motor functions? What the hell is wrong with you? Why the hell are you teabagging dirt? Ah, you're a waste of fucking time. Right then, the rest of you. Hold on 1 second. Out of my sight. Do a lap around the base.
Oh shit.
Right then, the rest of you. I am Lord General Sovereign. I am mean, I'm horny, I eat barbed wire, and I piss napalm. Any fucking questions before we continue?
Sir, no, sir. No, sir.
Good.
When's dinner, sir?
Dinner is when you take it and you catch it with your bare fucking hands.
Okay, yeah.
And I literally mean bare hands. You rip the hands off a fucking bear and then you murder a rabbit with it.
This guy's a fucking lunatic.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said the sunset is beautiful today.
Yeah, that's why you're wearing sunglasses. One moment. Pick up the fucking pace! Alright.
Sorry.
Right then. What the fuck is your name and why the fuck are you here?
My name.
I don't care.
I'm here to free Altis.
Next.
My name is Nazinho. I've left my life as a policeman to come and liberate Altis.
You've been enlightened. Good man. You. Next.
My name is Kandamir, and Asmin has sent me on this path to follow you, my commander, sir.
Where are you from?
I'm from near Chori, sir.
Good man. It was once occupied by the police, now it is abandoned. Where the hell are you from? You sound funny.
My country of origin is Germany, but then I moved to Altis.
Ah, Deutschland. Good. And you wheezing pile of meat bag flesh. Where the hell are you from?
Downtown Kalala.
So, you're essentially near where the drug dealer is.
Yeah. Just brought up on that shit.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It would explain your lack of motor function. I take it you've sniffed a little too much cocaine, or you broke your fucking arm with too many heroin needles.
Yeah. Junkie. Must have been the cocaine coffee.
Dude,
every morning.
Junkie in this.
So instead of sugar, use cocaine in your coffee. I did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right then. I do not care what your religion is. I do not care what your race is. I do not care what your ethnicity is. To me, you are all equally useless until I say otherwise. Is this understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Good. I will now read from our glorious advanced operative training file. You will listen intently, and it will make you a badass. Otherwise, I will shove my foot up your ass. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The following is known as
Junkie.
evasive forward. This is a combat dive. It will save your ass when running blindly from cover to cover to establish yourself in a more precise area. A better example would be diving to this concrete barrier over here, as seen here. Top forward, dive into cover. Give it a go. Everyone line up right here. Line up right here, next to me. Come on. Move it. Move it. Move it. Holster your fucking weapon.
Sorry.
Okay, one at a time. When I say go, run and dive to the concrete. Go. That's one. Go. Go.
Fucking beat you, man. I fucking beat you.
Save the best till last.
Go. Okay. Next, we are going to go over the various stances that you have with your weapons. Everyone, unholster your weapons. Follow me over to the light. Make this easier for you to see. Line up on this line here. This is the basic stance. You are basically just standing with your weapon up and slightly hunched over, therefore you can aim down your sights like fucking proper. Too many fucking dumbass Rambos just running around hip firing. That's for children who have no fucking idea what a real man does to kill. Right then. These basic stances are as follows. High. This one allows you to look above the sights. Typically, if you were in a bunker area like that, bunker headquarters behind us, You may turn and look at it if you like. There are certain windows inside which you cannot see over until you get into this stance, in which case you can actually fire out of them. This is a very useful thing that you should remember. Next is basic low. You essentially spread your knees apart a little more in an attempt to lower your silhouette behind cover. Next is the high crouch. Same function, except you take a knee. Next is the low crouch. This is basic and is typically used in all combat stances in order to keep your silhouette low while maintaining higher accuracy. Next is the low crouch. This one is typically used for even lower cover and is particularly useful around office buildings. Next is the sniper seat. This is actually slightly less accurate than when you are prone. However, it is extraordinarily useful because you do not see grass in front of your face. And it also helps with low cover such as stone mounds. And additionally to this, why am I hovering in the fucking air? I seem to be able to sit above the ground. I'm that fucking good. I'm apparently propelled by my own farts. Anyway, this is a particularly useful stance. It doubles your silhouette more than prone. However, it does allow you to be unobstructed view while maintaining a high accuracy. It also lessens the amount of dust from the gas that is fired from your weapons. So, as you can see, the dust below where the muzzle flash is comes out. It is less than it was if you were prone, such as this. As you can plainly see. The prone stance is your immediate stance when you are in an open area. And upon this stance, when you are fired upon in an area, you should immediately roll after taking this. That way your target has to adjust their fire. That way it takes an additional second. Who the fuck misfired? Give me 20. Give me 20.
It was this guy to my right.
Push-ups now.
You. Hey, you can check out my belt. It was you.
Yeah, you can check my belt.
Yeah.
I saw it plainly. It was Nozainho. 20 push-ups now.
Yeah. Should be 40.
Now.
You lied to the commander. That's
Okay,
not a good
okay,
thing, man.
okay. Two, 3, 4,
Straighten up, man.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Okay, 10 more, come on.
Are you tired?
4, 5, no, sir, no, sir.
Don't fuck up.
10. Okay, there we go. Whew.
Hit the deck. As you can see, the combat roll is a good way of keeping your silhouette low while you are rolling around, or a prone position on the ground. This is particularly useful inside of buildings, which we will later cover in mount training, for getting around areas. That way you are actually not seen through windows, and it lessens the amount of sound in your immediate area when you are in a building. Additionally to this, we also have the... Hold one moment. Yes, the urban combat position.
Personal space.
This is particularly useful when you are edging around a corner. Very much so when you are inside a building. You do not have the ability to look down your sights due to the angle. It would be very, very uncomfortable. However, you do still have the high accuracy of being prone while covering a corner with the lowest amount of silhouette possible, which is essentially your shoulders, your head, and your arms, because your gun is fake pointing at the corner. You do have the ability as well to scooch around on your side, similar to how you go sideways while you're prone. You're essentially doing the worm with a gun, and it allows you to maintain in a level of cover and accurate firepower while in a corner. Most likely when you're enemy is coming in at any angle from a corner, they will not expect you to be this low on the ground, much less see you sideways. You also do not have to worry about actually zooming in on your optics. If you have that tendency, you would just immediately fire, and therefore your opponent will die. You can also do this in the other way as well. Same principle applies. This is also particularly useful when in woodland environments as well. There are stone mounds, fences, and trees. As we've covered with basic weapons penetration beforehand, in your interview, for your general knowledge of equipment and firearms, you do in fact know that the penetration values of the aforesaid woodland areas will not apply if you take this stance, and you're essentially even more protected as such. Right, now everyone stand back up. And next, if you look down on your shoes, the left one is W and the right one is S. If you stamp them both on the ground at the same time, you will walk slowly in one direction. This is very good. Congratulations, you have the ability of a kindergartner or a toddler who can walk on 2 feet. Next is the combat stance, which is essentially the same thing but with your weapon up. If you had both of your, if you had the W and S tied together and you smashed them and they became one letter, it would be C. This is extraordinarily useful in urban environments, for it keeps your weapon up. Get back in line and shut the fuck up. This is particularly useful in urban environments because it keeps your weapon up while you're going slow, because there are an extraordinarily large amount of cover and corners to be in an urban environment. It keeps your weapon up at all times, so you are not just running and then whip your weapon up like an idiot. It is slower, therefore it has more caution, but more caution means you will survive longer. This is very good for all of you. What the hell is your malfunction? I'm going to kill someone.
Oh shit! Oh shit! You fucked it now, man. You fucked it.
I'ma beat these bad tendencies out of you, boy. I'ma beat these bad tendencies out of you.
These guys are hard ass.
You shut the fuck up.
I didn't mean to.
I will make your ass as red as his face right now. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Stand the fuck up like a man.
Sir, may I suggest something?
Bitch, man.
No.
Yeah, take this tissue.
You only cry over bacon, do you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes. Affirmative, sir, but there's one problem. I have not seen any pigs in my time on this island.
That is because all the wildlife has been culled by the United Kingdom's government. We went over this earlier. When rain...
I'm sorry, I was dropped on my head as a child. I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you ever need a refresher, talk to Ranger McFriendly. We'll be going over the next portion of this file. Does anyone here have a map or a GPS?
I have a map.
Sir, I do.
I do.
Kandamir, do you have a map or GPS?
Yes.
Good. Everyone take them out. You will note our area as distinctly marked with a line. I would like you all now to double tap with your finger anywhere you like on the map. It really doesn't matter. You should see a dot to which you can write a description next to it, marking areas. Next, I would like you to click. I'd like you to shift your finger and then shift it up. Move it upwards as well. You should notice that the dot changes color. due to the wonderful markers here. And whoever the hell wrote IP'd here, I'm going to make you piss your pants by the end of this session. Now then. Keep going until you hit a red marker. Any color red will do, particularly a bright one. Next, we will pretend that there are enemy infantry in the area. Take that red marker, mark it EI for enemy infantry, preferably in lowercase, and then you will write a number, and then after that you will look in the upper right hand corner of your GPS and it will tell you a time, and then you will mark that time in as that time that it was there. That way there is a reference of what is marked, how many there is, and the time of which they're there. In case they move, that way you can mark it with the time as well, to see how current the information is valued. Exactly. That is the incorrect marker. Whoever put the skull with the triangle, that is the incorrect marker. You want a different colored dot, you do not want a different marker. Do I have to start kicking everyone's ass? I'm deleting that. There's no fucking Barbies here. If you haven't noticed, there's a severe lack of women on this island due to the plain and simple fact that there is a shit ton of fascists in the area. It is presumed that all of them are either given sex changes due to a very disturbing government experiment, or that they have all fled the island because the fascists have attempted to rape them. Okay, I see 2 marks. 3 marks. You do not necessarily have to put dots between the E and the I. It is still indicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 marks. That means 2 of you have not marked yet. Who's having trouble?
Not me, sir. You'll find my marker EI5 at 22:45.
Two of you are having trouble. Who is it?
What?
I will teach you how to
My
unfuck
marker
yourself.
will be on the right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still only count 5.
Me, I have a mark because I wasn't here at the beginning, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be marking.
You are supposed to mimic an EI marker, make a plain dot, turn it red, and then add EI, any number you like, and then the current time. There are 5 up, one of them is mine. We're missing 1. Double tap your finger, then shift it and keep moving it upward, and you will see it change color due to the markers that they make in 2035.
Yeah, I gotta get a GPS. I forgot I fucking lost mine yesterday. 2 secs.
You can't get one. We don't have a general store.
I have a map and a GPS.
You only need a map. You only need a map.
Okay, cool.
Pick it up off the ground.
I got a map.
Oh, I just put one on the ground. There you go.
Right, so what am I marking? Sorry, I missed it at the beginning.
Take a double tap till you get on your finger on the map. Do this wonderful advanced technology. You will see a dot. Shift your finger and then hit upward, and then it will change color. And you should keep going till you get a red one. Then mark EI for enemy infantry, then a number indicating how many, and then a time, which you can see in the upper right hand corner. That way you can see what it is, how many there are, and the current time to see how current the information is. All I'm seeing is a black dot. Are you having difficulty?
Nope, there it is.
Good. Alright then. Same thing is true with friendly markers. Just make them blue. And then it just had FI. And then the indication is exactly the same. It is the same principle. Next, after that, what you do is we mark hard targets, which are known as VI for vehicle, or in the case of a high value target, HVT. You simply just change the abbreviate. Yes, you all seem to be getting the hang of this. So now on the main road, what you would see is, one moment, EV for enemy vehicle, or VI, same color but still EV for enemy vehicle. Then you indicate the number, and then you indicate the time. And if you know exactly what the vehicle is, relay that over the radio on comms. Or if you know the different indication of a more specified variant, you can put ESV for enemy soft vehicle and EHV for enemy hard vehicle. The difference is shown of a soft vehicle to a hard vehicle is the indication of a civilian or military grade vehicle, such as a hatchback being a soft vehicle, in other words a civilian vehicle, and a hard vehicle being a military grade vehicle such as an MRAP, which is a mine resistant ambush protected vehicle such as the Hunter. You will see several indications I am displaying on the map at this time as an example. Does everyone read that?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Understood. No question.
Good.
Negative stuff.
Now that you know what to mark, now we're going to tell you where to mark it. If you do not have any basic orienteering skills, I will teach you how to read the map. If you currently look where we are, which is our base, you will see little lines if you look close enough. These are called contour lines. They indicate the gradient of which something is changing. If you look to the northwestern part of our current compound, you will note a little dot that says 94. That means the elevation is 94 meters from the sea. The contour lines leading down, each thicker one is an indication that it is a difference of, I'm assuming, 10 meters, which seems to be accurate. This is how you know your current elevation in comparison to your target. This will help you because at all times you want to maintain high ground. And if you look at each grid square is an indication of 100 meters. This is easily portrayed as if you take one, go to a corner, and then look at the other one. For example, I'll be doing that now. You may also do it with me if you wish. Follow me. Over here, to this little corner here. Right, now everyone look at your map. You can notice that we are on one of the corners of the squares. And then on any other corner of a square, mark a waypoint by shifting your finger and poking it once. And then look at the again, and you will notice that is a distance of 100 meters. This is a very easy way of telling the distance if you do not have a rangefinder, but you do have binoculars. Very simple and easy indicator. Also, if you have anything marked on the map, you can also tell its distance by this method as well. It is extraordinarily useful for ranging to destroy targets. Any questions?
No.
Alright.
No, sir.
When referring to an area known as a hill, we will not actually be calling it a hill or the direction, or even if it actually has a name, such as if you look on the map in the north it says Agios Andreas. You will actually not call it that. You will call it that by its elevation number if there is one. I have currently noticed that there is not one on there, so we will actually have to use that as a reference. However, this is actually, I have seen it, is actually Hill 76. If you look very closely on the map next to Agios Andreas, which is slightly north of us, you will see a little dot that says 76. You'll be referring to this location as Hill 76. If you mark a hill by its location, it's much easier to distinguish itself. Instead of saying a hill in this direction, there could be multiple ones. There could be smaller and taller slopes as well. If you hit the indication of what the elevation is, you know exactly what the hill is by its extreme specification. Any questions or concerns on that?
Actually, yeah.
Go on.
In my opinion, it seems like a quite ineffective method. Because if we have a name for the certain location, then it would be easier to determine that location by its name.
This is true if you were looking on the map itself. If you were actually in combat and you were not looking at the map, then you would be at a disadvantage. If you do, however, have time to actually look at the map, then you may do so. If you are fortunate enough to have a GPS, then it would not cause any distinct problem, except that it may not actually be in the square, in which case you can actually say the name itself if it does exist. Most of the time, it will not actually exist, though, on the map.
Okay.
Alright. Moving on. Next, we'll be marking waypoints, LZs, and extraction points. If you'll open your maps up again, I am going to mark simple directions from our base to the town of Sofia. It will be very plain to see how this is going to go. It's very simple to do. You just need to know what the correct marks are and what the appropriate colors are as well. In the event that it is an enemy waypoint, you simply change the color, but the principle is exactly the same. With the indication as well, you mark them on every turn cornering. That way you can actually see which direction you are supposed to go. Otherwise, essentially you would go off-road, which is also an option. You may not also want to take the most direct route as well. It depends on your course plotting, but that also comes in a mission briefing, so we're not going to get into that at this time. But this will vary greatly from mission briefing to mission briefing, and it will all be plotted out beforehand of the actual mission itself. So it should be very simple to understand. That way you know the current route you're going on, etc. And then after that, so you have an enemy waypoint, for example. I'm just going to drop one up here real quick. Like if you understand their current bearing and direction in which they're traveling, you can mark it as a predicted waypoint. As you can see, the routes are going to intersect. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm marking the enemy waypoints by town, not actually by direction, because you do not know exactly what route they're going to take, just generally where they're going to go. Is everyone clear on that?
Sir.
All right. Frequent
Copy
usage, frequent usage of the map, the markers, and radio communication combined with this gives you as much knowledge as possible. This allows you to act on it as much as possible and therefore make an educated and informed decision while executing your mission at the highest ability that you can. Everyone understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Simulate on the map a area to which that you are going to be jumping from a helicopter and the point of which you're going to land on a helicopter. Again, we're going to use simple marks in the area. I'm going to use the salt mine as an example for this because it is an actual location. Waypoints again are the same for the helicopter, however it does not have the restriction of roads, therefore it is literally just by markers of which it is indicated. First one is to indicate movement. The second one is to indicate the landing zone. For a helicopter travels in a line at speed, you will be jumping in said line one at a time, not all at once, for many clusterfucks can happen in this fashion. You will notice that there is a distance between the markers indicated. This is because of the travel speed, and where you are jumping, you have a designated rally point of where you're going to try and land or get to if you land somewhere around or before this area. This is primarily for a paratrooping method. In the event that you will actually be landing, the helicopter, that is marked by a different zone. Marked as LZ for landing zone. Additionally, you have obviously extraction, which looks like this. LZ is abbreviated for landing zone. EZ is abbreviated for extraction zone. The marker for the extraction zone is also known as a jump-off point as well, but that is indicated by a different symbol, which I'm going to explain here. A jump-off point is essentially the area to which you are actually beginning an operation. It is not actually the point of which you are actually jumping. That symbol is there just for future reference, because in case you get any confusion. In this current scenario that I have set up around the salt mine, essentially you would be either jumping from the indicated point in trying to land near or on the rally point or get there afterwards. Or in the event that you actually landed the helicopter, you'd be at the LZ, and then you'd be moving to said rally point in either direction. The rally point is where you would want to go. The jump-off point would be where you're beginning the operation. So in this scenario, let us assume that the Salt Airfield is our current area of operations. Area of operations is currently known as an AO. I'll mark that on the map for you for easier reference. Okay, so you can see the AO. Now, say you're at the rally point. The jump-off point, even though there's nothing there, let's just assume it's a small town or a house or something. From there, that is where you are indicating your attack to the actual area of operations. Essentially, this is where you would meet up with anyone else who has a different rally point. Say have Fire Team 1 and Fire Team 2. They would both meet up at this same area, and that is where you would go to attack. Any questions?
No, sir.